Hello, fellow gardeners. Are you dreaming of a beautiful, productive garden but worried about the cost? Raised garden beds are fantastic, offering better drainage, easier access, and fewer weeds. But buying pre-made kits or expensive lumber can add up quickly. Today, we're going to tackle that challenge head-on. We'll show you how to build a sturdy, functional raised garden bed without breaking the bank. It's easier and more affordable than you might think. Let's get started and create some fantastic growing space. Raised beds offer numerous advantages for home gardeners. They improve soil structure, especially in areas with poor native soil or drainage issues. The soil warms up faster in the spring, allowing for earlier planting. They also make gardening more comfortable. You don't have to bend over as much, which is great for your back and knees. Plus, they can look really neat and tidy in your yard. Building your own lets you customize the size and shape to fit your space perfectly. And by choosing budget-friendly materials, you save a significant amount of money compared to buying retail. The first step is planning. Decide where your raised bed will go. Choose a spot that gets enough sunlight for the plants you want to grow, usually at least 6 to 8 hours a day for most vegetables. Think about the size you need. A common width is about 4 feet, so you can easily reach the center from either side. The length is flexible, depending on your space. A height of at least 6 to 8 inches is good, but 12 inches or more is even better for root crops and drainage. Now let's talk materials. This is where the budget part comes in. New cedar or redwood is lovely but expensive. Treated lumber is cheaper, but some gardeners prefer not to use it for food crops, though modern treatments are considered safer. The most budget-friendly options often involve finding reclaimed materials. Look for free pallets, scrap wood from construction sites, ask permission first, or even concrete blocks or rocks if you prefer a different look. Standard pine or fir lumber from the hardware store is also much cheaper than cedar and will last several years, especially if you protect it. For this guide, we'll focus on using standard affordable lumber like pine or fir, as it's readily available and easy to work with. You'll need boards, typically 2x6 or 2x8 size, depending on your desired height. You don't need a workshop full of tools for this project. A few basic items will do the trick. You'll need a measuring tape to get your dimensions right. A saw is essential for cutting your lumber to length. A simple hand saw works, but a circular saw will make the job much faster and easier if you have access to one. You'll also need a drill for fastening the boards together. For fasteners, exterior-grade screws are best. They resist rust and hold the wood securely. Make sure they are long enough to go through one board and well into the next, typically 2.5 or 3 inches for 2x lumber. Finally, a level will help ensure your bed is straight and even. Safety glasses and gloves are always a good idea when working with tools and wood. Let's start building. Based on your plan, measure and cut your lumber. For a simple rectangular bed, you'll need 4 long pieces and 4 shorter pieces if you're stacking 2 boards high, or 2 of each if using a single board height. Lay out your cut pieces on a flat surface. You'll be creating 4 corners. Take 1 short piece and 1 long piece and join them at a right angle. Pre-drilling holes can prevent the wood from splitting, especially near the ends. Use a drill bit slightly smaller than your screws. Drill 2 or 3 holes through the end of one board where it will meet the face of the other board. Now, drive your exterior screws through the pre-drilled holes to fasten the 2 boards together, forming a corner. Repeat this process for all 4 corners. You'll end up with a rectangular frame. If you're making your bed taller by stacking boards, place the second layer of boards on top of the first. Stagger the joints if possible for added strength, meaning the end of a board on the second layer doesn't line up directly over a joint on the first layer. Fasten the second layer to the first using screws driven downwards through the top board into the one below. Add extra screws along the length of the boards for stability. You can also add corner braces on the inside for extra rigidity using small blocks of wood or metal brackets. Move your completed frame to its final location. Use your level to make sure it's sitting evenly on the ground. If the ground is sloped, you may need to do a little digging or add some soil under the low side to level it out. Once the frame is level, you can add a layer at the bottom if you wish. Some people lay down cardboard or newspaper to suppress weeds initially. This will break down over time. Avoid using plastic sheeting as it prevents drainage. Now comes the fun part, filling the bed. This is another area where you can save money. You don't need to fill the entire bed with expensive bagged potting mix. Start with a layer of coarser material at the bottom for drainage. This could be small branches, twigs, or straw. Then add a layer of organic matter like compost, leaves, or grass clippings. This will decompose and provide nutrients. The top 6 to 8 inches should be good quality soil mix. A common recipe is a blend of topsoil, compost, and a little perlite or vermiculite for drainage and aeration. Buying these components in bulk from a local landscape supply company is often much cheaper than buying bags from a garden center. Fill the bed to within an inch or two of the top edge. The soil will settle over time. Water it thoroughly after filling to help it settle and to moisten the materials. Your budget-friendly raised garden bed is now ready for planting. Add your chosen plants or seeds according to their spacing requirements. The soil in a raised bed tends to drain well and warm up quickly, providing an excellent environment for growth. Remember to water regularly, especially as the plants get established. Because raised beds drain well, they may dry out faster than in-ground gardens, particularly in hot weather. Building a raised bed doesn't have to be expensive. With careful planning, smart material choices, and a little bit of effort, you can create a beautiful and productive garden space that you'll enjoy for years to come. Happy gardening!